Unfortunately, I have some bad news for you tool fans, and Ryobi fans at that. The P325 is now a P326. I originally bought these two as a kit from Home Depot. The P320, this was a P325. Now they've changed it to a P326. A couple of features that they've changed on this, they've changed the front here a little bit where this operates. They've also changed the adjustment. It's a little different on the P326. And the bad news is there's nothing in here anywhere for trigger selection. Yes, you heard it right, folks. You now are stuck with a single fire trigger, not the multi-fire trigger like the P320 and the P325 has. So if you have a P325 and it's working, keep a hold of it, because if you want to bump fire, you're not doing it on the P326. And I'll pull the battery off here for a second. Give you a close-up of this thing. Up. Flip it this way so you can read that carefully. P326, 18 volt. That's the new number. So they did two things to you. They took away your multi-fire, because it's not on there anymore. And they also, in their redesign of this tool, raised the price 30 bucks. So this is now $179 at the store versus the, I believe, $149 of the old 16 gauge finish nailer. And they've changed this slightly on the adjustment. It's very similar. Didn't change it much, just a little bit. Now, something else that you guys might know or might not know. These things don't, this one's not too bad. This one's close to the 4-hour battery, 4 amp hour. But it'd be nice if these things would have been set to one of the batteries anyways. Let's pop this one real quick. Let's throw on the 2 amp hour battery and see what it looks like with that. So as you can see, it almost balances on that battery. So it'll balance every once in a while, but leaving these things up in the air, they tend to want to fall over. So when you set them down, they like to fall over on you. Now that's not too bad. This thing does sit on this battery okay and rest somewhat, but if you bump your table, you're timbering your tool. There's no way to quickly set them down nice and pretty except lay them flat where they're not going to fall over. It'd be nice. This one's pretty close, but still, you're still weebly wobbly if the table bounces. And I think the 325 is just a little bit different on how it sits and rests, but it's very similar to this one. Like I said, they changed the adjustment here. I think they've changed this piece, because I don't think it was this wide. And they took off the bump fire, because I cannot find bump fire anywhere on this tool. So that kind of sucks on a tool that, 16 gauge, it'd be nice to be able to bump fire it. That was what set it apart from some of the other tools on the cheaper end of the spectrum, such as these. And, like I said, the 320 has it, the 325 has it, the P326 here does not have bump fire. I also think they changed this tip just a little bit, redesigned. It's much smaller, much easier to see. They did include one, and it's nice and handy on the tool right there. Did include a replacement, so you've got a spare with you. They also have that same spare on the P320, so that's always nice to have an extra tip. This might be a different design. Let's see. Yeah, this one's a different design. So I just left it the way it was when I got it, so that's not a bad little tip there. To give you the option of this one, I think the 325 has a big round tip, and it might have had this as well. I didn't pull it off to check it. I bought the thing, I had it using for a very short time of getting it set to where it was depth. Let it sit for a couple weeks while I was using this one. And then had a project that I needed to use this on. And it decided to not even finish out a full little thing of nails before it stopped working. And so that's why I've got this one. And now I'm upset that I've just noticed that it doesn't have bump fire. So that's my little rant at Ryobi. Charges $30 more for a similar tool and take away good features.